04 Squad podcast. I'm Matt Geiger. Well, finally, DC gave me something to talk about besides shirtless Jason Momoa tweets and directors taking their talents to Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Besides the Wonder Woman trailer, we got Jeff Hornacek in with me to talk about it. So, Jeff, initial thoughts on the trailer. We've all seen it. I think it's fucking fantastic, but I need my Marvel fans to chime in with me. So what was your initial thoughts on the trailer?
Before we get started, are you joking or serious about a Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Because I don't think that's fucking funny to make jokes about a Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
The Deadpool director has confirmed that he's doing a Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Tim Miller?
It's Deadpool 2. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do we know if it's live action or animated yet? I'm sorry to diverge this much, but I was not expecting you to drop our favorite.
I'll answer your question with a question. My question is, does it matter?
And I'll answer that with a statement, no. On to the Wonder Woman trailer. So, very excited. I thought this was an awesome trailer, as DC always does, knocked the trailer out of the park. They've really captured a visual feel for the DCEU. It's not as flashy colors. It's more sort of like muted color palette. But the thing I'm most excited for is Patty Jenkins, the director of this, finally gets a shot at a superhero movie. She was supposed to do Thor the Dark World, and then we had the very classic... Geiger, what's our favorite reason ever for directors leaving projects?
Show me, not tell me.
Well, okay. Maybe that's kind of a trick. That's sort of a Pavlov's dog there. It's creative differences. And that's why she left Thor the Dark World. But she's landed back on her feet with Wonder Woman. I think this movie needed a female director. It looked fucking incredible. It's a World War I set piece, which is nice because we've had a lot of World War II set movies, so I think it'll be cool to get that. And I think after Batman Superman, a lot of us were just really excited to see more of Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot was a huge surprise. We all knew she was attractive. We knew she was physically gifted, but I didn't know she could act, so I was very pleasantly surprised, and I'm excited to see this. But you're the DC guy. You eat, sleep, and breathe DC. What are your thoughts on this?
Gal Gadot has been in every single movie I've seen since Batman Superman, it seems like. She was in a movie with Kevin Costner. She just has been in everything, and Patty Jenkins, the director, will do a fantastic job. And yes, I'm really glad that she has the opportunity to direct this. Now, World War I movie, I'll take it a step further. It looked like Troy met DC in this trailer, didn't it? It looked like some Spartans, and it's going way back in the day.
It kind of had a Zack Snyder feel when people were flying through the air shooting arrows at each other.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just going to say this movie is going to single-handedly save DC, because if you have thinking about the DC Extended Universe, the only grounded move ever had is Man of Steel, which means it's kind of an origin story about one person. Now, Man of Steel, I don't feel it was like that because they were setting up for such a huge universe. Wonder Woman doesn't have that pressure at all because it is set so back in the future, in the past, that we don't have a Bruce Wayne, we don't have a Cal, we don't have Clark Kent, we don't have anybody, so we can just tell the story and then go forward. It's so safe and grounded, it has to be fucking good. Now, Jeff, I'll ask you, coming from a Marvel fan, and I'll admit this being a DC fan, that we're in desperate trouble after Suicide Squad. Do you think this will save DC and get them back in the good graces and actually have them compete with Marvel?
Well, I actually don't think DC is in as big a trouble as people make it out to be. I mean, Suicide Squad wasn't the best movie in terms of putting together a story as far as a cohesive narrative and having people walk out and say, oh, that made sense. But it made a shit ton of money. A lot of people love the Harley Quinn character. There's a lot of good things coming out of it. And BVS, the fans love. So I don't think, first off, that DC is in as big a hole as it feels like sometimes. But also, I think this is a movie that is going to show us a lot. People have clamored for a female-led superhero movie for a long time. And I really hope that those people go out to the theaters and support this as far as box office goes, because it looks like it's going to give us everything we want, which is an origin story that you said that is not tied down to having to connect to all these other DC movies. So yes, in short, I think this is going to be a home run for DC. Now, having said that, people still need to go out and support it, obviously, and see it a couple times if they really like it. And I think Gal Gadot is obviously the next rising star as far as female leads. I want to know from your perspective as someone who after you saw Suicide Squad was like, wow, okay, that had potential, but maybe kind of shit itself at the end. DC has tried to plan out, sort of like Marvel did, lay out a roadmap. They've been a little more cautious with it. This one being sort of a safer play, do you think? Or do you think this is more of an aggressive move on their part because it is a female-led movie?
I think this is a home run, but I also think it's a very dangerous movie just simply because of the gender relation for it. I hate to bring up the double standard, but more men probably go to this movie and drag their girlfriends/wives than women are like, hey, let's go see a superhero movie. So I say that because you're going head-to-head with Spider-Man, and you're going head-to-head with Guardians of the Galaxy 2 in the summer. Now, I see a bunch of women that are dressed as Harley Quinn and Wonder Woman for Halloween. I see a bunch of women saying that they love comics. Then please go support this movie because the more the merrier, man. There's a lot of great female-led roles in these comics. We still haven't seen a great Poison Ivy. Harley Quinn just kind of got her, catapult in the stratosphere. Wonder Woman, I don't care who you are. I don't care what side you're on. She is the number one female superhero ever. So go out and support her. This looks like a fantastic movie. And go out and support her just like it would be like a male-led Spider-Man movie because this should make just as much money as Spider-Man Homecoming in my estimation. You got Chris Pine in it. That is a very great actor that we haven't even talked about yet. He looks fantastic in this trailer, and I think he's going to play a great supporting cast. Is the whole time going to be like, why the fuck isn't he Hal Jordan? But I digress on that. So he's in the movie, so it's fine. But, yeah, I'm very confident in this. It looks like a very grounded story. And finally, DC just gets to take a breath and be like, you know what? We got a superhero. We got a villain. Let's tell a story, and let's let it have it connect somehow. We don't have to tell 18 different fucking stories like a Suicide Squad or a BVS that we have so many fucking characters in. So I'm very excited about it.
One thing, too, and this is kind of a minor thing, but whoever wrote that guitar riff for Wonder Woman, that is so badass. Like, does that not make you just want to stand up and be like, someone fight me right now? I was like, oh my God, let's go. I started doing push-ups in the aisle. I got kicked out. I don't know for what. But apparently...
Chicks definitely listen to that before they get on the treadmill and do cardio.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. It gets them going. All right, guys, that was our quick lift on the Wonder Woman trailer. Thank you for tuning in. And check back with us. We're going to do a Doctor Strange review shortly because we all have seen the movie. For all of our other content and to find anything you want Bro4 Squad related, go to our website, bro4squad.com. Our Twitter is @Bro4 Squad. Like us on Facebook. Follow our blog also on our website and subscribe to us on YouTube and iTunes. Until then, we'll see you after the Doctor Strange movie review.